Hey, Strivers and Thrivers. Thanks for joining me for our third mini episode of What Really Happened on the 4th of July, where we're just taking some time to go over some questions or experiences that you had regarding etiquette, fashion, mindset as well, and your state of being over the holiday. So, last episode, we covered style and etiquette. Now, let's dive deeper into mindset and meaning. Plus, of course, wouldn't be Auntie Bougie without a little fashion etiquette to keep you polished this summer. So here we go. Make sure as we're getting it in that you are jumping into the comments. If you have any questions, please, that's what I'm here for. That's what this is all about with Ask Aunt Bougie. Drop in your questions. I'd love to help out. Also, if you can resonate with any of the letters that have come in and want to let us know how you handled a similar situation, we'd love to hear because we can all do things a little bit differently, right? So definitely, please jump in the comments, like and subscribe as well, and let's get started. So my first letter, it's etiquette. It's an etiquette confession, actually, from Tiara in Memphis, and she wrote, "Dear Aunt Bougie, I didn't trust the food at my cousin's barbecue, so I brought my own salmon dish and didn't eat anything else. People gave her the side eye all day. She asked me, was I wrong? Oh, dear Tiara. Now, sis, I'm with you on protecting your plate, but there's a right way and a you brought your own personal meal prep way? Come on now. Bringing your own food can be thoughtful, but it has to come with context and contribution. So next time, instead of bringing your own personal meal, say, I brought this to share. It's just something I love. That way it feels generous, not judgmental. Okay. It's not just because, my cousin TT, she doesn't really do wings the way that I like it. So let me just bring something that I know that I can eat. All right. That way it feels generous, right? Also, your goal is always to nourish your body without insulting theirs. That's etiquette 101, right? We don't want to insult or make anyone feel uncomfortable without there being a need to. So it's not about what you eat, it's about how you carry the choice. All right. Now, let's move on. Tiara, you're good. I know you'll do better next time. Our second question is going to be fashion and image oriented. And Janelle from Houston asked, Dear Aunt Bougie, I wore white to a barbecue. I looked amazing. I know you did. Until the barbecue sauce betrayed me. Regret is real. I bet it is. I personally, Janelle, love wearing white as well. Repping the white linen right now, right? However, if you take a sip the wrong way, if something just a tiny little drop splatters, right, may not even be from you, it's going to show. So I know you took that risk and you did serve a look. I believe it. And there's no shame in the stain, all right? But here's the rule. If you're going to wear white to a barbecue, you better come equipped. Preparation again. That means breathable fabric, sort of like a linen blazer or cotton, a layered napkin strategy, all right? Typically, we don't want to tuck in a napkin. It's just not sophisticated, all right? But hey, if you have all white on and you're at a cookout or a barbecue, I don't really think people are going to mind if you bib it out, okay? Also, if you have a breathable fabric on or if you have like a little over jacket, then hey, you can put that over later on and no one knows. The stain is hidden, right? And always make sure that you do have a Tide pen in your handbag like it's Chanel. Also, that layered napkin. Make sure that you're covering the legs of those pants if you have a pants or a skirt or a dress on, because things do drop. It happens to us all right? And hey, a little sauce in your fit, it just proves you were present and that you were enjoying the moment. I know that if I'm going to a barbecue, I'm not just going to sit there and have a salad and that's it without any kind of dressing because I don't want to mess up my white outfit. It proves that you were present. You were having a good time, right? Another thing, if we really want to get bougie with it, and this is usually what I do, break out a fork and a knife. There's no shame in my bougie game. I will cut up a piece of chicken, a chicken leg, a chicken thigh, whatever piece it is, even a rib. I'll even try to take just a fork and the knife to the rib, and then I have more control as far as that sauce goes. So that's stylish, it's soulful, and you'll be ready next time, Janelle. Now, our third question, it's going to be more mindset and meaning, and it comes to us from Kayla. Kayla in Chicago. And Kayla asked, Dear Aunt Bougie, I found myself struggling with the holiday. I wanted to enjoy it, but felt weird celebrating a freedom not everyone has equally. Am I overthinking? Kayla, you are not overthinking. You are awakening, and I honor you for it. And thank you for having this awareness and bringing it to this forum in this place. This isn't about being ungrateful, it's about being aware. The 4th of July, it does carry layers, especially for those of us whose ancestors were not free in 1776. So, what do? We redefine what freedom means. We make space for celebration and contemplation. We enjoy the cookout while naming the contradictions. You can do both. And that internal tension, that's what makes joy powerful, not performative. So, really, just it's a matter of just how you approach things, right? We don't have to fully accept. We can name and call a thing, what it is, but it doesn't mean that you have to boycott interactions or joyful events or celebrations. Just make it mean what it means for you. So, excellent. Thank you again for this question. Our next question, it's more of an etiquette confession. And this is from an anonymous viewer. Dear Aunt Bougie, is it rude to ask the host about the guest list if I'm unsure if I'm really invited? All right, so this goes again to whether we're asking the guests for like to see if we truly are invited, okay? Or how about sometimes people want to preview a guest list to see, okay, well, who else is going to be there and is it worth my time? Now, inquisitive insider, no, it's not rude at all. It is respectful, okay? As far as to see if you are an invited guest. A simple, hey, I just want to make sure I have the details right for the party, shows you care about the host planning and feelings. So this is a good situation where, like, how do you know you're not invited if you're going? That's if someone's saying, oh, hey, Tasha's having a 4th of July or a barbecue, right? Come on, you going? You coming along? But you did not hear this from Tasha directly, right? So it's quite all right if you do have that mutual like acquaintanceship or friendship with Tasha, you can just, reach out subtly. Hey, I just wanted to make sure I have the details right for the party. And then now you see as far as the host planning and feelings, or is there anything that I can bring? Is another respectful way to go about that. Because clarity, it does avoid awkwardness. She's not going to be like, oh, hey, I wasn't expecting to see you. When you do walk in, it's not like the record is going to scratch. Okay. Presence means showing up informed and intentional. Also, this can be, say, maybe if you heard, okay, the party starts at, say, 7, but then other people, they're going at 5. Perhaps you were invited for 7 because that's when they're maybe inviting more people, and maybe it was more of an intimate setting before then. So this is a great rule of thumb. Hey, just wanted to check on, like, what time does the party begin? And then now you have your clarification. You're not just going off of secondhand information. You don't feel awkward. The host doesn't feel awkward, and everything is great. Okay. Now, on the flip side, if you're just reaching out to see who's on the guest list or asking, oh, well, who else is coming? That's a pretty innocent question. But if you're looking and your intention in looking is to say, oh, well, I'm not quite sure if I can make it, like who else is coming? And you're basing it based on who else is going to join, it's a huge insult. Because what it's saying to the host is that, your company isn't quite good enough, even though you're the one hosting the party and inviting me to it. But if other people are there, we'll make it worth my while. And we want to make sure that we're always showing respect and honor to any hostess. So make sure, like, you move accurately with that. Okay. If you're not able to make it, there's other ways to find out or to call around or to see if like a friend of yours is going or not. Call them directly. But please, please promise not to make the host feel uncomfortable in that way and send that type of a message to them. All right, we want others to value us, so make sure that we are also being respectful and valuing others. Now, our next question, fashion and image, all right? And this is from an anonymous viewer, Poolside Polish. They want to know if it's okay to wear flip-flops to a stylish pool party. Flip-flops? Not quite. Okay. They say casual, but often come off as sloppy at upscale gatherings. So instead, at any kind of stylish or upscale, like say if it's a rooftop pool party, a flip-flop, think more beach, right? More utility. Like you're just gonna take them off. Or maybe if it's just your own backyard and you're just hanging out, that's quite all right. But if someone's maybe catering or someone's doing, you know where the locale is, it is upscale, it is more luxe and lounge. No, don't go with the flip-flops. All right. Instead, like I said, you can opt for a leather slide or an espadrille. They're comfortable, all right, and they're also polished because style is in the details, even by the pool. Or maybe you can have a nice leather, like thong kind of sandal, right? Similar to a flip-flop, but there's definitely more style incorporated in it. And many times, if it's a stylish party, a stylish pool party, no one's really expecting, yeah, you may have a bathing suit on with a cover up, a nice fashionable cover up, but don't expect to do cannonballs into the pool. It's just more or less there for ambiance in effect. Our next question is more of a mindset question, and it is, Dear Aunt Bougie, how do I find gratitude when the holiday feels complicated for me? So, this is definitely a reflective soul. And gratitude, know that it doesn't mean ignoring complexity. It does mean acknowledging the whole story. So, at least find one thing that you can celebrate, whether it's family, freedom to rest because you have a day off, right? That's something to celebrate, or personal growth. Really allow your space to feel without judgment because presence is being fully here, even with mixed feelings. And, the practice of gratitude, even when everything else can be wrong, right? Or we can find all these situations and scenarios and circumstances that are not right or ideal, right? For us, we can still at least pick out one positive thing. And if you can't, then that's something, I definitely encourage you to work on. At least try to find one positive thing in everything, okay? With even with thorns, what do you have? You have a beautiful rose. So find that rose. And so, in closing, from barbecue mishaps recovered to wardrobe wins to soulful revelations, this holiday it has reminded us that presence is a practice. So, whether you left the table early, or you wore the wrong shoes, or you found new freedom in your voice, I see you. Learn from it, laugh at it. Things happen, right? Elevate because of it. Until next time, stay grounded in your glow and always strive and thrive. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the other two videos and the What Happened this July 4th miniseries. And I look forward to seeing you again with Timeless Poise and Polished Power. Until next time.